Hi, my friends. I love you, and I think you're swell. I think many of us are ready for something new, and we're ready to live our lives together in a new way, connecting with each other who care for us, who care for each other, who care for the sick and dying, the tormented, the common, everyday us. Because we know we're not powerless now. So I suggest to you it's time to connect. It's time for communion to be created, community created, lovingness created between people of all tribes and tongues, all sorts of religions, dress, cultural customs, to come together now in ways never imagined by man in the past. I know a number of you are ready. A number of you have listened to my videos, my teaching, my lessons for years, for hundreds of hours, for 100 hours. Have you listened to 100 hours? It's not a magical number, but something begins to take place at some point where the consciousness of I am begins to reproduce itself in ways that accelerate the human acceptance, but the angelic identity. I believe you're ready. Some of you are ready. A few. A handful. I'm asking you what you would like. I'm asking what you care for. I'm asking what you would like to see done, prepared, taught, what you would like to learn, specifically related to me. In your mirror, one mind with that I talked about, taught about, and teach about, and have for so long. I'm asking you to care for you in a different way. I'm asking you to exercise your leadership and contact me. Numerous times over the years, I've asked and asked, prayed, asked God, asked love, asked the universe, source, where are the initiators? Where are those who will lead? Where are those who aren't afraid of their own voice? This is a school of leadership, and I lead it. I lead it to a place where we've never gone before. Because you can lead it. You can lead you within you to the school of creation, the school of magnanimosity, without animosity, without being adversarial to you, your own nature, or will you see your beauty? I'm ready to do things I've never done before. Go see people I've never seen. Have meetings in places I've never set foot before. So really, I'm talking with you who know me. This is really for you who care for more, you're ready for more, and you're tired of being powerless. So many, you have such great power, privilege, anointing. Oh, anointing? No one else has anointed you? I anoint you. I anoint you with the words of love. I anoint you with healing. I anoint you with forgiveness. And who am I? I'm just a little guy in Eureka Springs. But I know who you are. I know what's underneath that flesh. I know the Spirit of God, that God knows that love is beginning to know the difference between the demands of God, the shepherding of God that shepherds it into a fold to keep it corralled and powerless, versus love, original love. And when you're serious about love, whoa. Serious things may happen. When you're serious about love, true love, original love, your unlimitedness begins to shine. And power does not take hold of you. You begin to shed all the things that have held your power back, because the motive of your heart speaks louder than your words. And when your heart begins to open up to love, true love, real love, transcendent love, love that doesn't demand anything but bows before you. What kind of love is that? What kind of leader is that bows before you? What kind of leader do you want? What kind of leader washes your feet? If you're not willing to wash the feet of those you lead, you're not ready to lead. But if you're ready to lead, if you're ready to love people of every tribe and tongue, every political persuasion, all sorts of things that you want to deny or you don't like, but they don't defeat your love. Your love is not dependent on what somebody believes, or does it? Or is it time for heart to connect to heart and let all of those persuasions no longer separate us? There's a way to come together now. And you create it. I'm talking to you who care, you who have listened, you who have studied these words that have come forth. Maybe you've even bought the book, Jesus the Pattern, Jesus the Blueprint, how Jesus became who he is. How did Jesus do what he did? What was the message of Jesus? Certainly wasn't about church. It certainly wasn't about the fivefold ministry and the authority-laden bureaucracy that exists today. Okay. I think you're ready. And I want to challenge you or invite you. I want to invite you to challenge you. I want you to invite you to do things you've never done before. Meonics is about the real me. The real me that is in your mirror, that was and never has been separate from original love. Before any Bible was written, before any idea of God was conceived that was a super force separate from you. Original love. We become serious about original love and letting original love teach you directly. Original love. You see, the kingdom of God is within you. The kingdom of heaven is within you. The greatest force that exists in the cosmos is true love, pure love, unconditional love. And love we will sing the songs of now. And we will create widgets. Not, or will we be a manufacturing force of one? Or are we changing everything about how the world works and its distribution system, its commerce of who has what, how people are dealt with and treated? Are you willing to? Are you willing to be a world leader? Yes, you, my friend. You at your kitchen table. You laying there in your bed, your pajamas, your hospital bed, your prison cell. My friend, I'm talking to the heart. I'm connecting with hearts. I'm interested in love. I'm interested in connecting lovers. Lovers. Not about the flesh, but that which transcends it. That which supersedes it. I'm talking about the supernatural, the natural me that was once supernatural, that fell into the suit of flesh. I'm talking with you who believe love does not lie. Love does not issue a list of commands. I'm talking with you who are willing to redefine God. Redefine God. Completely redefine God and begin to understand God, the one word, a proper noun, a word, the confusing little three-letter word in English, God, I'm asking you to redefine it. I'm asking you to grow up. I'm asking you to understand what you're willing to understand, and be willing to begin to push the limits of the boundaries that have held you in your current lifestyle, in your current life, with your current construct of what this world exists of, who God is, what your capacity is, and what you may enjoy with new people, new language, new foods, new coffees, new places, new ideas, spontaneity of love. Meonics is the name of the body of study that you study to be the real yours, transcendent of flesh. I don't think I ever said it like that before. Aren't you ready to say things you've never understood before? Are you willing to learn from your own voice? Are you willing to learn to channel? Are you willing to connect with people of other cultures and colors? Will you consider it? Maybe you're almost ready, but a little bit afraid. I understand. It's taken me a long time to get where I am. I'm not rushing you. I'm inviting you. I'm inviting you to love, partake of a meal of love that never ends. Cultivating a garden of love, an estate. I'm asking you to connect with people who care about you, who you never met. I'm asking you to connect with love. People that don't look a thing like you. They're not the same color. They don't wear the same clothing. Maybe they wear a whole lot more, a whole lot less. Will you love them? You see, Meonics is about loving love. It's not about compassion for the flesh. It's about loving love. It's about encountering love. Coming as a child. What for? To learn. Are you willing to come as a little child? A little child for what purpose? To learn. To learn what? To open your kingdom. To open heaven. To go into heaven now. While you are still living. So that you don't have to die to get there. If you happen to think that's where you go when you die. I don't, but that's okay. I'm looking for love. I'm connecting lovers. I'm looking for lovers and connecting lovers who are leaders who will lead. This is a school of leadership. I have taught, there's over 1,000 teaching videos, over 1,000 now on my channel, on this channel. You can avail yourself to any of them at any time. You can go to my website, theodorcottingham.com, the school website. I named it all sorts of things over these past years. Finally just named it my name. Leadership, because leadership is at the crux. Leadership is at the center of standing up to see who you are. Otherwise, you just roll over and play dead. You accept the law of large numbers. You think so many people can't be wrong. You accept religion. You become comfortable with complacency. And then you wind up becoming complicit in the repetition of the same lies to other people. You teach the same complacent methods, the same complacent ways. I'm telling you, there's an accelerated system of learning that, if you're willing to learn it, begins to open the doors of heaven to you, the doors of heaven within you, between your ears. And I'm looking for people who are ready to connect with each other and not simply compare themselves, meeting other people in the school and saying, who am I to be here with their affluence? Oh, they have a PhD. He's a neurosurgeon. He wears a turban. She wears a burqa. What in the world? If you're looking for ways to draw fences around you, to isolate you, you have many options. We've been taught well to excel in being demanding of ourselves and being fearful of others. But that, my friend, is no longer passé, nor are we passive about it. We have technology now that we understand in certain ways, and we're all at different levels at understanding, being able to use it, to use our language. And help free each other. Meonics is about freeing each other. Meonics is about touching the earth so that the earth that may be in your shape or form is no longer delineated by you to be the isolated you. The mind of love transcends all this stuff. The mind of maturity does not major in the minors. The mind of maturity, the heart of love, does not fear people who don't look like you, don't sound like you, people that don't even know your language. Will you love them? If you're not willing to love, you're not to first base. So many people want to hit a home run. They don't know how to hold the bat. They don't know what the ball is for. They don't understand the velocity of the ball. The basic things about how to open the kingdom of heaven that is within you, my friend, is before us all. Now lead. I'm asking you to lead. I will not beg. I have begged in more than one recording like this. I literally slid my chair back, gotten on my knees, and begged. But I don't do that anymore. I'm looking for leaders. I'm not looking for you to respond with some emotional commitment, some fly-by-night, flimsy, whimsical commitment or prayer. I'm asking you to create love. Because when you begin to create love, you begin a flow of energy, a flow of data, a flow of information that is unlimited. When you begin to love each other, you first. To love you completely, where you no longer condemn yourself. It's important that you begin to learn to not condemn you in this whole transition, in this transformation, in this transmogrification of becoming the real you. We're birthing something new. Meonics is about the new birth of the kingdom. The kingdom of what? Certainly not the kingdom of man. And it's no longer about the kingdom of God. God has too many rules. God has too many demands. God has too many conditions. God is a judge. The God that we've been taught about, that I was taught about, that I worshiped, that I taught about for years, that I clung to. Now I see. Was not love. It was not the original love that I'm talking about. So I'm asking you, in this conversation, yes, I understand at this moment. I'm live streaming on YouTube video. And I have not enabled live comments because I'm not interested in the interruptions of anybody that wants to just tune in at the moment, listen to 5 seconds, and make some ridiculous comment, interrupting me or you or our consciousness. But I am most interested in connecting at a much deeper, higher. I'm interested in connecting if you're ready to love and to release more love in you and to connect with other people. If you're willing to help create a school, get this. I'm not trying to follow the norms of any other person, tribe, culture. I'm walking out being me with love. And it seems that it's time to connect. If you want to understand more about this school, I invite you to. There are hundreds of references to how this school works and how unique it is in Database One. What a simple name. Database One. The first 2,400 messages that I wrote, what I called then the first person words of God. You can connect with that website through the website of my name. My name is TheodoreCottingham.com. And in the menu at the top, you can click on Theodore's Covenant. It's another website. I have it at another website only because of the way the search engines and things work. Somebody will help me at some point, maybe get all this together. But you see, I'm not a Lone Ranger. I don't have it all, I don't know it all, and I don't have all the answers for you. But I know who does. I know the kingdom of heaven that is inside of you, within you, that is inextricable to the very essence of you, is infinite, immortal, and lacks nothing. Because you're a creator. All of us as creators were the creator of what we call the creator of original creation. Prime creator, source, universe. Ralph, oh God. Jesus, okay. Betty Sue. Love is not fickle. Love is not demanding. Love does not have an on-off switch. Love does not condemn. Love leads. Love guides. Love invites to the table. Remember the story of the prodigal son returning from a far country. How was he treated? He wasn't given a list of rules. Think about that. You may have a better example of what I'm calling original love. Share it with me. Send it to me. You see, just because I don't have on these live comments during this live streaming session does not mean I don't want to hear from you, but I want to hear from you. If you are really ready for love, to recognize love, to mature your love, and connect with other people. A sincerity of heart. What kind of heart? A nimble heart. Remember a few weeks ago, I mentioned looking up nimble heart. Why would I suggest you look it up? Where do you look it up? Anytime I mention looking something up, the first place is database 1, my covenant. It may be, 10,000 pages long. There's a lot of data on a lot of things. And you can look it up. This is the modus operandi of the school to connect with the knowledge of one, to connect with the love of one. One who is one of millions of ones. All of the ones have immediate and instantaneous access to all the knowledge there is. So we are not limited. And what we're coming into is the understanding that we are no longer limiting ourselves in isolation. We're no longer being reclusive. My friend, love can't hide anymore. Please don't hide your love from other people. Whether they're married, whether they're single, whether they're rich, whether they're poor. Love them and let your love show. Let them feel your love. Let them feel your love. Intentionally intend to love them. You see, what we intend is very important. This is not about just the law of attraction. This is not about getting. This is about being who you really are. Love. If you just want to get more of anything, get more love, get more power, get more money, don't come here. You won't stay around me long. It's time we grow up and we differentiate love from unlove. There is no brutality in love. There is no arrogance in love. Hear me. There is no arrogance. There is no arrogance in love. And love that puts conditional statements on it is not the love I'm talking about. This is why I say, I do not serve God. I do not honor God. I do not honor conditional judgment. I do not honor these stories that there's a heaven and hell that you go to when you die. Just wait around. Just accept Jesus. Oh, I was a devout Christian for decades. Many of you know that if you've listened much. But love won me over. Love taught me. I laid with love. And I didn't want to rape it. I wanted to know love. And love taught me what it is, who it is, and began to teach me the difference through the words that I would speak each day. So as you begin to listen to my teachings, you will see very quickly they change. There is a progression because I chose to come out of the third grade and go into the fourth and the fifth and the sixth. And whatever you see, there's a progression. There's a progression of connection within the framework of my neural network, just as there is yours. And what is between our ears has the ability to communicate asynchronously in real time throughout the universe and farther. We are not who we've been taught. We weren't created by entities that we were given the definitions of. My friends, you are much more. You are worthy. And no one's judgment of you, no one's judgment of you anymore, not even what we've called God, matters anymore, because we're no longer looking for the judgment. We're no longer looking to enter heaven or hell when we die. We're no longer under the bondage of these theories and these stories that have given us our reality, our identity, restricted our capacity to understand, and instilled fear. There is no fear in perfect love, and anything that foments fear in you is not of love. I'm asking you to connect in ways you never imagined now. I'm asking you to create a school. Yes, you. You. Even if you only went as far as the 6th grade. I know what's underneath your flesh. I know what's between your ears. And if you have love, you can begin to experience a learning system within your school, the school that you're in, the school that you're creating, the school that you're teaching in, the school that you're a student in, the school that you begin sharing in with people of different nations, tribes, and tongues. And begin to learn to not be afraid of communicating with people in the future who, in our way of thinking, are now in the future. Because time does not operate like we say. So I'm asking you to connect with me. I'm asking you to create a school. A school? It may not look like a school to anyone else. But imagine a school. Imagine yourself now, this day, connecting with people on the other side of the world. What do you have in common with them? Me, my teaching. Database 1. Your love. Your desire to come out of your shell. Your desire to no more be isolated in your neighborhood. Your desire to simply be on a daily basis who you really, really are. No longer covered over by the words of religion. You living no more defined by your husband. No more dominated by your wife. No more limited by your education. No more limited by what your eyes see and what your ears hear. Because the kingdom of perfection is within you. And when you begin to look through the eyes of love, it changes your perspective. It changes your motive. It changes your objectives, your goals. It changes what life is about. Life, I suggest to you, is about creating love. Loving love. And love, my friend, is infinite. And the power of the infinite is within you. And will teach you day by day, moment by moment, in classes and out, with others and alone, using technology and walking alone by the seashore. It's time We no longer fear who we are, what we have, and what we can create. Who we can connect with. Connect with other women. Connect with other men, married or not, if they're willing to, and their motive is love. This is my message. I'm inviting you to contact me. Initiate. Tell me. Write me. Write me and tell me what you think of this. Tell me what you're willing to do. Don't be afraid of me. I'm 73. I'm an old guy in Eureka Springs with a bunch of wild ideas. But I know I've met love. I know there is no fear in perfect love because you're not limited. So much of this life operates in ways and means, manners, fashions, and customs to keep you in your place according to whoever's creating the rules. But nevertheless, the kingdom of God is within you. The kingdom of heaven that cannot be destroyed. There's no force on this earth or in this cosmos that can destroy love that's original love, that created the kingdom within you, that cannot be destroyed and never will be, that contains a learning system, a system of creation, a system of light. And the crown on your head now, I'm asking you to begin to wear it without fear. And begin to realize you can walk in the lion's den, you can walk through it, and you can walk out of it. You will not always be in the lion's den, but you're learning they are powerless. You're learning to no more fear the loud mouth, the boisterous, the vociferous, the braggadocious, the arrogant. You can quell the voices. You can shut their mouth. And even if they continue to yak, 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 their message won't hurt you. Because love is more powerful. Humility is not trivial. Motive is not insignificant. The Creator will bow before you every day. The kingdom within you waits every day for you to open it and to commune with it. I love you. I'm asking you to initiate. Contact me. My name is Theodore Cottingham. TheodoreCottingham.com. Email me. You who have already done so, thank you. I don't know how all of this will take shape exactly, but I know the former things no more rule us. The former thoughts, the former laws, former love, former understanding, former language, former ways of education no longer limit us. If you're ready to come into love and free love to teach you with the thoughts, the language, the freedom of original love, please contact me. My email address is theodoreureka@gmail.com. C. You in this picture? C. C. You in this picture. See you learning through an accelerated learning system, not even dependent on language, because the language of your heart is love, light, and peace. And your syllables that you have been taught to repeat and fashion your world with will no longer create you and the limitations of it. This is the power of one. The power of one original love. Coming together now. Connecting on my website. Connecting maybe with a new channel I make that's just for people who communicate with me and say, I want to learn more. It's like, I want to be able to ask questions in class. Maybe we can Zoom, use the Zoom program. Maybe you've never used it, but don't be afraid of it. It won't bite. And there's other tools, there's other platforms that we can use to communicate, to touch base, to ask each other questions, to share our lives, and to set our love free. To find our voice. My friend, I am asking you to find your voice. In the cosmos. And connect your voice with other voices of love who don't wear any arrogance. They wear light. They live respect for each other, for all of us. If you don't respect every nation, tribe, and tongue, I suggest you open your heart a little wider. Love me. Love me. Love me with a love that never fails. Love me, and who am I? I am every nation, tribe, and tongue, bar none. And I live not limited to this earth. And I'm asking you to no longer limit yourself to earth. Be creating the creation of you, creating the creation of the new you, creating you anew to experience the new birth of you. Not waiting on any other entity, because the time is now. I've issued you this invitation. Be creative. Tell me what you want. Tell me what you can do. Tell me what you think works. Tell me what releases you. You may have been an educator all your life. You may know more about LMS, CMS, learning platforms, schools than I do. Maybe we create together. Maybe we don't. But I know this. My world is not shrinking. And I'm asking you to expand yours too. And don't limit it to people. Don't limit your world to people just like you, of your socioeconomic group, your educational status. Your color, your dress. Let's have a little adventure. You see, I can say that like you would normally think I might want to say that. But if you search my words, database 1, you'll find several times where it was given me, multiple times throughout these years. The theme of this school is adventure and exploration. Oh. Remember I said search for the nimble heart. I'm asking you to search and find your answers online. Find your answers in database 1. I'm asking you to learn to be the prime creator, the original originator of love in 2 shoes that you see when you go look in your mirror today. And every time you wash your face, brush your teeth, pass a mirror, I pray to you, you begin to see the real you of power, of light, of love, and realize the power in your love, the light in your energy, the energy in your light. You begin to think, you begin to open up, you begin to have connections and thoughts. Write them down daily. Pick up your pen and write the first person words of Ralph, Betty Sue, whoever you want to call it. Now I'm calling original love, until I have a better term for it. Love that has no conditions and no judgment will teach you. I am one. I'm asking you to be one. Connect with me. Meonics is what we study. That's the name. That's the first degree in my school. you get a degree in Meonics. And from there, you go anywhere you want to. You see, I'm a guy. I'm a little guy just like so many of you. I'm not destitute. I'm not affluent. I appreciate every wonderful comment. I appreciate your love. Love your neighbors. Love your family. Let love flow. Let love teach. And realize you are the most perfect of all. All being the perfect one. We connect now. And time will no more set us aside. It's time to be who we really are. I love you. My name is TheodoreCottingham.com. Connect, create. Create and connect. Share with me your ideas. Be feeble no more. And let no one convince you of your futility. Create the capacity of light, love, and joy in you this day, and be the infinite one. No one is constricting you between your ears. Let love out and let love flow. Theodore Eureka at gmail.com. And if I don't answer you immediately, probably because I don't know what to say yet. But if you write me, I may answer immediately. Maybe it's 3 or 4 days. Maybe I'll answer you in the recording I make tomorrow. That often occurs. Where I answer not consciously. It's just part of the energy that flows as I speak. I speak surrenderedly, and I pray you will surrender to come as a child into your kingdom that never ends. Thank you, friends. I love you. Have fun this day. Write me if you so choose, today, tomorrow. When the motivation hits, be the real you. I go now. I love you. See ya. Good day.